forged in the fire. I'm digging through the dirt of a life I didn't choose, counting up the pieces of the things I had to lose. The streetlights were my only kin when I had nowhere left to go. Walking through the winter with a heart as cold as snow. The bruises on the surface were the easiest to hide, compared to the wreckage that was burning deep inside. I carried every secret like a stone inside my chest, praying for a moment just to find a place to rest. And the betrayal cut the wire and the world went dark again. Trust is just a hollow word when spoken by a friend. I learned to build a fortress where the mercy used to grow, trading in my softness for the only strength I know. There's no easy path to healing, no magic way to mend, just the long and jagged road that never seems to end. But I'm standing in the wreckage with the fire in my eyes, watching as the version of the girl I was, she dies. I won't offer you forgiveness just to make your spirit light. I'm too busy reclaiming every piece of me tonight. The baggage is a mountain, but I'm learning how to climb, turning all my heartache into rhythm and a rhyme. From the doorways of the shelters to the safety of this room, I've seen the way a flower finds a way to finally bloom. The scars are not a burden, they're the map of where I've been, proof that I am stronger than the state I started in. I'm looking in the mirror at a face I'm starting to know, letting go of shadows that have nowhere else to go. The trauma is a teacher, but the lesson's finally through. I'm building something solid, something honest, something new. So let the rain come down and wash the silver from the gray. I've survived 1,000 nights to see the single day. The heartache was the hammer, but the anvil was my soul. I'm finally the one who's taking back the full control. I remember the hunger and the way the silence bit, waiting for a sign or just a spark to keep me lit. But the spark was always there, even when I couldn't see, hiding in the darkness in the deepest part of me. Love felt like a weapon that was pointed at my heart. Every time I tried to finish, I was back at the start. But I'm rewriting the story with a steady iron hand, marking out the boundaries of the place I choose to stand. No more settling for crumbs or for words that carry weight. I'm walking through the fire and I'm closing every gate that leads back to the person who would let herself be small. I'm standing at my limit and I'm standing very tall. The past is just a ghost now knocking softly at the door, but it doesn't have the power to hurt me anymore. I've paid the price in sorrow and I've paid the price in pain. I'm stepping out of shelter and I'm standing in the rain. The cycle had to break or it was gonna break me down. I was sinking in the harbor, I was fighting not to drown, but I found the jagged edges were the only way to grip as I climbed the frozen ladder of a sinking broken ship. Now the air is getting thinner, but the view is getting clear. I'm leaving all the ghosts behind and letting go of fear. The struggle was the soil where the roots began to take. I'm finally the one who gets to choose the path I make. It's a heavy kind of freedom, it's a lonely kind of grace, to look at every hardship and to look it in the face. But I'd rather have the truth than a lie that's wrapped in gold. I'm finally the master of the story being told. So here's to every heartbreak and to every sleepless night, to the girl who had to suffer just to find the inner light. The struggle didn't break me, it just forged a better blade. I'm finally at peace with every single choice I've made.